Hello and welcome to Trigger Happy episode 11. Sorry about the late
Ayo.
start. Every time I click the go live button in StreamYards, it would say try again in 30 to 60 seconds. There's not enough resources. So happy I pay twice as much for the software to work now. So.
Yeah, ain't it great?
Well, we're here now, so that's the main thing.
Yep, finally worked. You just got to keep trying. But speaking of trying, Nerd Slap intro. I love that intro. It's the best one.
Thank you.
And
Yeah,
Mo,
I like
Mo
that.
as
Jonah Hill. Yeah,
yeah, Jonah Hill getting hit by the bouncing Betty is the best. Is my favorite. So
every time I see it, I crack up. It's great. But I'm doing good. Chilling like a villain as usual. Just finished working on my meme for tonight, so excited to show that off. But yeah, other than that, just streaming over on Kick and staying busy with work.
Sweet. What are you playing on Kick these days?
Well, I just started playing the 2016 Doom. I picked it up. It's on sale for like $2 right now on Steam. So I picked that up and just started the campaign for that. I'll eventually go back to Indiana Jones. I just don't know if I'm going to stream it or if I'm going to record it because OBS likes to freak out when I play that game. So
yeah. Snake Man, how are you doing?
Doing good, man. The weather's really nice here, so I'm in a good mood today. Yeah, I did a really long stream yesterday. I think it was the longest stream I've done so far on my channel. And I was glad I did it because I didn't realize that Kick deletes your streams every week. And so I thought I had at least 5 hours of stuff, and it turns out I'm actually not monetized yet. So I will have that done probably Thursday or Friday. But
Yeah, they originally had it 2 weeks, and then I think they just realized that nobody really watches VODs on Kick, so they took it down to a week.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, frees up a lot of resources and hard drive space for them. So
for sure.
Norman, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Stayed up pretty late last night waiting for certain someone to get in the Discord and stream some Daredevil, and it was a moderate episode, I'll say. It had one outstanding scene that was awesome, which I think if you've seen the episode, you know what it is, but I'll leave it spoiler free to give you that little bit of hype. And yeah, looking forward to playing Assassin's Creed Shadows in T-minus 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, because the show ends in an hour, and then I'm going to give it a little buffer room just in case there's any updates, because it's Ubisoft, so there's probably going to be at least one day one update or whatever. And then, yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's fucking go.
Got to be on the latest Ghey patch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard anything about the game being gay at all so far.
Oh, not at all, no.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Nothing going around.
Well, I don't know if you guys have heard anything about Alec Baldwin lately, but we were actually comparing Fisk to Alec Baldwin today on Angry Badger's stream, and it actually kind of fit. But listen to how his wife treats him in public.
The Ilaria show.
No. I think we're gonna see. You know, we're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God! When I'm talking, you're not talking. No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why. Yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show. No. Wow. No, I mean, I think this is a really
look at his face. And then he starts walking around.
Show.
He's holding back tears, man.
Real, and we took a lot of chances.
He's trying to compliment her.
And I think that we'll see where it leads us. We'll see what it feels like to have be out there, and then we'll see, if people like it. That's enough.
Oh man,
it's fucking crazy.
He just starts wandering around. He's like, "Hey man, how are you doing? I just had an awkward moment. Could you help buffer that?"
Wow. It's so ridiculous. Like, he's just trying to do the whole husband and wife on the red carpet thing, and then she's like, no, you're Alec fucking Baldwin. This is my moment, all right? I'm fucking talking.
No. Sounds like she's got a bigger head than him, actually.
Yeah.
She's a keeper.
Let's see. We'll wait to watch this one when we're like 10 minutes in. Nerd Slap probably knows what I'm talking about.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, okay. Well, our friends over at Boston Dynamics are definitely spending our taxpayer dollars properly. And as far as I know, this isn't like fake. Like they are getting like the balance of the robot down. It's crazy.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
On your hands and knees, bitch.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're doomed.
Oh, is that fake? It almost seems fake, right?
No way.
They've been working on this for years.
True.
My
Yo,
my
what?
one question: has nobody seen Terminator?
Yo,
I can't quite do both legs, but one's pretty cool. Cartwheel. Oh man, we're totally screwed.
yeah, 10 years. You're looking at the new special forces there. I think.
Let's see here.
I agree with Hayden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know, we have a couple super chats here. We got Cornboy with thumbs up.
Oh boy.
Hey, Chrome Boy.
I assume it's
bro.
a thumbs up. I actually missed
Oh, yeah.
it.
Of course, always.
And Sons and Shadows, thanks, dude. Gifted 5 memberships. I'll be on his stream tomorrow talking about Stargate.
Nice.
Hell
And we probably won't even talk about 3D printers because mine just came in.
Not all.
Let's see here.
Hey, Jazz.
And speaking of robots, you ever get a Amazon package later than you thought it was supposed to come in?
Oh yeah, that happens all the time over here. Like I usually get my Amazon stuff around like 10 p.m. and the guy always blasts up to the door. He buzzes like 50 million times, and then he doesn't even come up to the door. He just kind of puts his hand around the door and says, "Here's your fucking package. I'm gone." And yeah.
Okay. Well, that's perfect transition to the video after this one, but this one leads up into that one. So here's the fulfillment center, and these carts are fighting for the right of way so they can go put their package in a basket somewhere.
No.
Oh,
They're on like identical programming.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's where your package is. It's just going back and forth to the fulfillment center. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the video keeps going.
See, this is how we're going to be fucked, because you know, in one day those machines are going to be used to transport warheads or something. What if they get transferred and then they just smack into each other? Boom! Whole factory goes up in smoke.
And then
See,
I saw
that makes me a little less worried. Seeing that, it makes me a little less worried. For now.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's still going to be robots that are programmed for just killing, and they're probably going to be really good at it because that's where the government contracts are at, you know?
Oh yeah.
So Alex Stein posted this, and I saw that New Blackstreet talked about it the other night too, but I wanted to show it. This person's upset over having to deliver stuff.
Bro.
I've been waiting on this day to tell you how much I hate this fucking house. The waters, all the shit that you order, all of the shit. I hate it. I hate this house. I hate that you order shit. You are the fucking laziest fucking house in this whole goddamn neighborhood. You're inconsiderate. You're full of shit. I fucking hate everything about y'all. I hate it. All you have to do is fucking order the store from Walmart pickup or Central pickup or whatever, and go put the shit in your own truck and go do it your fucking self. You are the laziest sons of bitches ever. And then people bring this shit. We break our backs, we break our necks, we break our nails, we break everything to bring you this shit. And you're ungrateful as fuck. I hope you know that.
That's her job.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
They applied there.
Imagine like a garbage driver saying, "I can't believe you put your garbage out like on the allotted day every week. This is crazy."
You go to the drive-through McDonald's and they're like, "You're hungry again?"
And you look at those boxes, there's no way that's like groceries or some shit. I bet you they've got like an at-home business or something, and those are probably resources that they get shipped there all the time, you know?
Could be, yeah. Yeah, it could be. definitely.
And she gets like a trolley cart as well, and they're all, you know, small to medium-sized packages. It's not like she's lugging something up to the door that's fucking crazy, you know?
Yeah, none of those packages were breaking her back or breaking her neck.
Yeah.
Well, so I used to run an auto parts business out of my house, and the UPS and FedEx driver actually they were all but smiles dropping stuff off every single time, even though it was giant boxes of headers and mufflers and shit, you know.
Yeah, because UPS and was it FedEx as well? They do the big stuff. They don't give a fuck because it's their job. That's what they do.
Yeah, that
Man.
person just had it, I guess.
I actually worked for UPS one time. I actually dealt with the extremely heavy packages, and it's really not that bad of a job. It's really fun.
Sounds like free exercise. Don't have to get a gym membership.
Everybody there is jacked. Every single person there is absolutely ripped. It's insane.
Clip that too.
That's wild.
Let's see here. And then we have some. This has got to be Florida.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Come on, get up here. Get up here. Come on. Dinner spot.
Heck no.
Hey. Whoa, look at this.
Man.
Look at that cheeky mouth. Oh,
Oh my god.
big boy. Wow.
That's the proper way to feed it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is with tongs, because you don't want to get your hands in there.
Look at
Look at that
Man,
though.
look
Pet
at
it
this
like a
some work,
dog.
man.
a good dog.
It's cool with it.
I'm
It's
out here
fine.
looking for a real dog.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Wow.
Just so crazy to me.
It's nice. It's nice to see Phantom out in the world like that.
True. Yep. Hairless dogs are weird looking.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's see here. All right, this just made me laugh.
It's true. It's true. We are very retarded.
So, all right, this is a meme. It says, "This dude beat me at Madden so bad I told him I was 11 years old." Here's the conversation. "You suck, bro. Sorry, I'm only 11. My bad. You're really good at the game for your age. Keep up the good work. Mom never lets me play. She says I'm too fat. She calls me a fat boy." Imagine just like turning the conversation around completely. It's so funny.
That's like the complete opposite of I just got in from a 12-hour shift an hour ago, but you're playing really well, bro. Okay, I gotta go to bed for work tomorrow because I'm an old man.
Oh man.
All right, and now we have the clip that everybody came here for.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
And it's funny. I already had this loaded up, and then Nerdslab sent it to me, and I'm like, "No, I already have this as a tab." So.
I got you, bro.
All right, here we go.
There's nothing like stroking your own girthy cock. Hi, I'm Darvis Langfield from Langfield Premium Cocks. We've got the premiest, girthiest champion cocks in town. Whether you're looking to stroke, pet, take, or eat a cock, we've got you covered. Looking for a premium girthy cock to take home? Look no further. I've got the cock that you need. So come on down to Langfield and take my cock. Langfield's Premium Cocks. There's nothing.
Sponsored by Mo Zamboni.
He just wants to know what it tastes like.
We might have a little bit of beam crossover there if anybody wants to make the attempt.
Oh my god.
There's definitely a face swap happening in the future. I can feel it.
Oh yeah. I don't know who it's gonna be, but yeah.
Yeah, could be anybody. It could be Mo.
Could be anybody.
Now, you were talking, Norman. You were talking about how Kingdom Come Deliverance has 5 times what they expected to sell.
Yeah, five times. They've sold 5 times more than the original, I believe.
Okay,
Is what the headline was. Yeah,
that's a huge W. And there might be something more to that. KCD2 released mod support on Steam Workshop, first 5-star mod and currently most popular. I wonder why. Jiggle physics adjustments. Man.
yeah, it makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong,
Why?
I haven't actually played KCD2 since they dropped like that big 1,000 change patch or whatever it was, but with some of the women when they're wearing dresses like that, you could see the cutoff between the head design and the body design. Like there was a literal line here you could see. So yeah, I'm all for this mod. And then booba, so bonus.
Yep. I mean, it just seems like it would make everybody happier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I can
Definitely
think
more
of
engaged,
two reasons why it would make people happy.
Only two?
In this case,
Yeah, two stand out. I understand.
She'd have to bend over for the other one, so you never know.
Mm. Okay. And then this is really strange. This is a game that requires you to use your webcam, not microphone. We've seen the ones that require microphone, so that if you scream in game or whatever, the monster finds you. Now they're doing it with the webcam. It's kind of interesting.
Oh my god.
So it explains you actually have to calibrate it. See?
Yeah.
So it knows what your face looks like, and if it sees that, monster attack.
there's other things that'll use your face too in the game. It's an interesting concept.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think it does use your mic too.
I'm sure it does, yeah.
Hello?
Worst thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
Come on!
This looks so much fun.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
I think it's kind of cool. You have to like open the door with your face.
And look right in the camera as well. You can't just bring your face up. You have to actually do it like that, takes your time.
Let's see here. Just realized Jake Martin super
Yo,
sticker for
Jake.
$10. Thanks, dude. Was that
Jake.
the Woot Woot controller?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was like
think
a
I've never
controller
seen
guy
it.
with
Oh, the one with,
sunglasses.
sunglasses.
Oh, the sunglasses
guy.
one. Yeah,
yeah,
I like that one. Thank you,
Hell
Jake.
Yeah, thank you, Jake.
Jake's been posting funny stuff in the Discord. We have Jeremy the Cyborg. Hail all for $2. Thanks, dude.
Hail.
Hail.
Good to
Thank you,
see you.
Jimmy.
And then GraphWeb for $2. Are we doing it?
I think this is Stankman's.
No, Nerd Slap. I did it last time. I think you're.
I know, but
Yeah,
you
I
did
think
so well.
I think this is. I've definitely done a solo one. Stacksman's definitely done a solo. I think it's Nerd Slap's turn, to be honest.
Oh God. All right.
And a 1 and a 2.
For fuck's sake, cancel Disney Plus.
That was outstanding.
That was like
That was phenomenal.
kind of frightening how good that was.
Yep,
It,
okay,
like the
well
voice
done.
didn't even match up with how you were doing it. You, totally
Very,
strange.
Bing Crosby there. Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Perfect pitch.
All right, let's see here. All right, now nobody say this word. I just want to put it up on screen. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And then Assassin's Creed Black Word.
British sausage, yes.
Yes. Some sticks that are put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cigarette.
Yes.
So, not many people have been playing the game yet. Only people that got, early access for review copies. And there's already some storylines leaking out of how there are 3 different Ghey story arcs you can go down and 1 straight one, it sounds like. Again, the game's not out yet, so we don't know if these are fully the game or not. So we're just getting clips at the moment. But so here is Yasuke talking to a non-binary person.
I do not think I have ever seen you quite so tongue-tied.
Not yet, at least.
Ghey.
I hope you aren't easily chilled. Do you think someone might see us?
Maybe.
Do you care?
Not at all.
Look how feminine that dude is also.
It's on purpose. Oh, right on time for the Ghey show, yeah.
Perfect timing,
There
Mo.
it is. Perfect
Oh,
timing.
there you are.
What's up, brother?
So Ubisoft is having problems staying afloat money-wise, and they decided the best thing to do is to keep identity politics in the game. Pretty smart.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
that's a tee up right there.
Are you looking forward to going down some of those stories, Norman?
Well, the thing is, I'm choosing to play the game on canon mode, which is where they take out all of the dialogue options and any sort of like choose your own adventure kind of stuff. I want to see the story the way Ubisoft wants to tell it, the way it was intended, and I want to see if any of this stuff truly is forced on you. So yeah, we'll see what
Okay.
happens.
Well, canon mode is kind of goes in line with journalist mode, and the journalists have been giving it a 100% on Metacritic.
Yep. And then I think it's to be clear, this same reviewer gave Ghost of Tsushima like a 70 or something like that. So
Correct. Outrageous levels of shielding. I totally agree with that.
Yep. And yeah,
But,
instantly, if you're saying a game has problems, it's not 100. Like that's you literally have to take down some points after that.
Yeah. In fact, the review says there are problems with Assassin's Creed Shadows for sure. That's the first
Yeah.
sentence. So
Exactly.
if there's problems, how is it a perfect game? That's what 100 means.
Mhm.
And that's why I have a hard time giving 10 out of 10s for movies. And speaking of movies, wearing a Criticless shirt, Mo, welcome to the stream.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, rocking the merch. It's totally get some. They have some great designs.
Their designs are really cool. I like
That
the
looks
colors.
Yes.
sick.
They have one that's based off of They Live. That's kind of like a Carolina blue, dude. It's awesome. I'm going to. I only live like about 40 minutes away from them, so I'm going to go up there and buy one from them because
I
you
might
could
have
get
to
some
get
made
one of
locally,
those.
which is what we should do. But yeah, no, go to Criticless. It's super fun. Absolutely.
Anything new with you? Been playing any games?
No, but I need to address NPC person in my beard. You know what that is? That's experience. That's what's in my beard. Experience and age. Ask me what that white stuff is in my beard.
That's another way to say that word, I guess. Experience.
Most very experienced, we can tell you that for sure.
Hook just jumped right to it. He's like, "We're just gonna dispense with the subtlety." No, just been playing games. Did some PUBG. I really want to do Repo again.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to do repo.
Yes, Repo. I need that in my life. It's super fun.
I'm
So
always down.
yep. And then I'm setting up to do a stream called Retro Roulette. And of course, Nerdy Neo beat me to the punch a little bit, but I have a lot of physical old consoles like the NES, the Super NES, the Genesis.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to have a spreadsheet with all the games that I own or that I have access to, and we're going to RNG it, and we're going to see what I get to play. crappy or otherwise. So
Nice.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
so
That sounds fun.
yeah. So trying to figure out a day to do that, but pretty much everything's set up. It's that's a lot of wiring. It's not like you just plug in HDMI when you got like multiple consoles that do the yellow, white, and red. That sucks.
It's a nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Are you going to use like an
record it is-
Elgato?
Well, with those you can get like a little thumb drive. I do have an Elgato for for some consoles, but honestly, for if I'm not playing it on my flat screen, I have a tube TV that I play on. But to record it, I just have one of those $12 USB things. It does a good job. So
Yeah, because with Elgato, you still need to get an upscaler, and then that's going to ruin the picture for you on your side. So you don't want to do that for retro stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a bunch of retro consoles myself.
Suns and Shadows.
Eventually.
I have a Saturn and I have an Atari 7800 that I had when I was 7 years old, and I still own all the games. 7800 and 2600, baby.
Nice.
Yep, I have that boy. So
Sweet. But you hardly have any time to play video games.
I know.
You even just upgraded your computer.
I know. I'm trying. I'm fighting against that good night. I'm fighting the darkness. So we'll get there.
Well, here you go, Mo. You can live vicariously through this clip of Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I think that's supposed to be a dude on the right.
Yep.
You are more than worthy. And this moment we have shared will be my treasure.
Very, very gay stare.
Very much so.
Oh boy.
So,
Like,
Norman, are you getting excited?
Oh, I'm hyped as fuck, bro. I can't wait. I'm gonna be diving the shit into this. Yeah. From what I've been told, is the prologue's going to be about 3 hours. So that'll probably cover most of tonight's stream, and then apparently you don't unlock full Yasuke, whatever that means, till about 7 hours in. But that doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to be playing as Yasuke. So, yeah. And if you do want me playing as Yasuke, I might put a sub goal in the chat. We'll see.
Nice. McCawk, if you pick up a Raspberry Pi, there's actually a lot of options with installing like retro games onto it and stuff, like completely free. There's all kinds of resources out there to do it. So
yeah. Oh yeah, that I'm deep into. I'd love to do some videos on that. I know how to do all that crap, like Batocera, Emulation Station. I'd love to get an FPGA, but that's just me.
I've got a Raspberry Pi 3 Plus or something like that. I want to turn it into something. I need to get on that.
Hey,
So Helldivers 2 put out a update recently, and I guess there was already an issue with, what were they calling it? The snake diver. So apparently your player animation would get stuck as a snake, and it's only gotten worse apparently. So that triggered it right there.
Yep.
What the hell?
Is that sped up or is that real?
Oh my!
It looks
I
like it's
think
real time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's real time because the audio isn't sped up when he said that.
Wow.
Oh, there's a second counter on the top right. It's real time.
I think it just
What the
looks
fuck?
sped up because the animation has to work twice as fast for it to account for run speed, which is
Oh
what it's
yeah,
doing.
the time is going slow. It just looks like it's a time lapse or something. It's so weird.
Helldivers is the weirdest story of a game development ever. Like, we've released a really good game that everyone loves. It's not broken at all. How can we break it? And this is what we have a year later. It's fucking ridiculous.
We'll just let it keep playing as we're discussing. No, I mean, Battlefield is kind of the same way. 3 and 4, they had bugs in it to where, like, I don't know, you get into like your Jeep and it would just go flying off into the ether.
Oh my goodness, dude!
Yeah, but
PUBG
the
was
thing
hilarious.
is, with Helldivers 1.0, there was a few fixes and things to make, but I didn't counter any major bugs at all with the initial launch.
Yeah.
And now there's shit like this happening, and of course with all the nerfs and stuff, it just completely puts me off playing it again.
Oh my gosh, Mo, PUBG, that reminds me of like car damage. If you're, if the car is moving even like an inch per hour and you get out, you just take like half damage for no reason.
Oh, it's better. It's better. I've bailed
Is
now.
it?
You can bail now. Yeah. But I remember it was Miramar, the second level they came out with, but it was still during the buggy times. And I launched off a hill and went into a chain link fence, and the car just went boom. Like it got stuck and it got like 100% damage in 1 second. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, those were funny though. Like getting on the bike and it launches you halfway across the level. Those are
Well, I remember there
Good
was
old
like a
days.
really bad cheater problem in PUBG for a minute, and I was talking to someone and I was telling him how fun PUBG is, and he's like, "No, I don't play that anymore." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Well, the moment that I stopped playing it was when I was driving in a car fully boosted as fast as it could go, and some dude ran faster than me past the car on foot."
My favorite one is this is back when they just didn't even give a crap. So everybody jumps out of the plane and 98 people die by getting punched in the head while they're midair. All these dead bodies fall to the ground.
You know what
Like
I
they-
miss though? They
Uh-huh.
totally screwed up. Everybody used to be able to talk on the airplane.
Oh,
And they cut the voice out to where you can't do that anymore. So you don't get the Xbox Live experience anymore.
oh, that was great. I
It
would my calling card is I would just run around repeating this.
What's that?
Nope. A lot of prep time for this.
Eat Tide Pods. Eat Tide Pods. Eat Tide Pods. Eat Tide Pods.
You know what's funny, Mo? I have a friend, his name's Chris, and he has the deepest voice ever. And he could make it sound like a pilot, you know, talking over the intercom to everybody. And he would do that every single time without a soundboard. But
That's
yep.
crazy.
they
Oh,
took
you
it
were
away
that
from
guy, Shaka? Really?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
us. Let's see here. We quickly touched on this last week, I think, but just want to point out that the enhanced version of GTA 5 is now the worst rated Grand Theft Auto title
Really?
on Steam. Yeah.
Lower than
if you go there
the
now, it's
definitive
mixed.
edition?
This is the enhanced one. So if you already had GTA 5, it automatically upgraded to enhanced.
Yeah, but remember there was the definitive edition they did like a couple years ago. It wasn't Rockstar, but they remastered San Andreas and a couple other of the early
Oh, it was
games.
Rockstar. They I don't know if they outsourced it to a studio. But
They did
Rockstar
out.
released it.
Yeah, they outsourced.
Were those
it,
on
yeah.
Steam though?
I'm not sure. That's the thing.
Yeah, it was on Steam. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Was it?
'cause
Okay.
ran like crap. Yeah.
Yeah, it got panned
Interesting.
when it released. Yeah.
Well, if someone wants to look it up, see what the score is on that. And
Yeah, I'll jump on Steam.
Because it's not negative, is it? Because GTA 5
Oh.
is mixed right now.
You know what? You know why? Because there is GTA. Because I noticed it on my computer. I have a gaming computer down by all my other consoles. So there is it shows up as Grand Theft Auto 5 Legacy. So they're two different installs. One didn't take over the other, like Counter-Strike 2.
Mhm.
So apparently there's problems porting
58.
over your account, which a lot of people have had for over 10 years at this point.
Mm.
And it's like you have to have a Rockstar login or something, which I do. But apparently there's issues with moving the account over. That's probably why it's got bad ratings. That's what I
Yeah.
Okay, the definitive edition has actually moved up. The lowest one is GTA 3 at 65%. And then Vice City is the highest at 77. So, yeah.
Yeah, 65 is higher than 58. That's what this is sitting at. So,
Wow.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
it's kind of. I actually can't believe that they let that, land flat like that.
Yeah, because the reason I bring up the definitive edition is because Rockstar did work on this update that just came out. So it's like we have another studio's work compared with Rockstar's, and Rockstar's the one behind. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to talk about this really quick. I put a poll in Discord if people wanted to have a Minecraft server. It would be limited to only people in the GCA Discord. I think there's an API to where I can make that happen. I only had 4 people vote and say that they would play on it. Maybe I should make a poll here. But would
I'll be
people
honest,
be
I didn't even
interested?
see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't even see the poll.
Maybe it just got pushed
Yeah.
up too far.
It does happen. I'd be down with it. I enjoy
me
doing
too.
that.
It's one of my favorite games.
Real quick, my son and I, this was one of the great father-son moments. He was 8 at the time, and I was not, as it goes. And we built a functional, a functional elevator built out of like jelly and it went up like 5 stories. It took forever, but you could actually build a working elevator with the right parts, and we put it in an Avengers tower that we made.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was so. I like, as far as survival mode with other stuff. Yeah, I would play Minecraft. It's chill, but it's fun. I enjoy it.
Okay.
I mean, this would be me getting into Minecraft if I do. So kind of interesting. I've never played Minecraft before.
Yeah, and I don't think that we would have a bunch of griefers unless we had Ronan on the server. So.
I was about to say.
Good thing he's streaming right now, so the bitch can't hear us. But whatever.
Yeah, I would probably do something like one of these rented servers. I've been told that the 4 gigs is the best, so I would do something like that. And it says up to 48 players. So, if I get more than 10 people say yes, I might do it.
Okay.
But I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. They've added a lot of stuff that I don't even know about, so it would be me figuring it out again too. I wouldn't even remember all the combinations on like how to make the shit.
Oh, I forget as soon as I'm done playing it. Jeez.
I think we're gonna end up having the numbers because I'm just looking at like the chat, and there's like 4 or 5 people that will do it, and then a bunch of us will do it. So I think it'll be pretty fun.
Yes, it's 62% right now.
Out of 20 votes. Okay, so I have to do math when we're all done. Okay. So yeah. Just wanted to mention that because that kind of disappeared, and because we were talking about doing a Palworld server also, but we were saying that maybe we should do a precursor to that until they sort all the bugs out, which it sounds like Palworld has a few bugs. I saw in the group chat today, Dermy Wormy has that crew over there. Kel is working on that server, and they installed the new update. And I guess everyone that played like all yesterday and today, they had to revert back one of the patches, which means all their work got reverted too. So yeah, it's not a great idea to jump in on like, first builds when you have a dedicated server. So they botched the crossplay. Yeah, so they did botch it, but I think that people are just really upset because of how many people grinded and had to lose all their progress.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It's not like it's something that you can like reload either, like a save or something like that, or a snapshot. Like they have to actually throw that fork of the patch in the garbage. So,
oof. Yeah, that's gonna lose them some players for a while.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Weasel said they patched it today. I got my progress back.
Oh, you got your progress. Maybe they figured out a way to salvage. Interesting. Okay.
All right, who ratted?
Yeah, you don't need to know.
Who ratted?
He heads people? Wow.
You head
He's
people?
a trooper. Yeah.
We can go back and play that chicken clip again.
I think we might have to just for Ronan.
And for Mo's sake as well. He has to see it.
True.
No, we're not going to play it again. What I do want to talk about is I saw this game Forever Skies version 1.0 currently in early access. Norman, I know you don't like survival games, but I do. I
don't mind them. It just has to be a good survival game. That's all.
Well, you said your least favorite part of Palworld was having to build a base, right?
Essentially, but that was kind of because I was playing by myself, and I get really bored being in those kind of worlds by myself.
Okay. Yes. So these kind of games are not very good solo. You might like the building aspect of it because you're not building a base, you're actually building a ship.
Controllers, initiating emergency landing procedure.
So 4-person FPS.
Emergency
You go around
landing
salvaging
procedure
stuff.
completed.
Cool.
Mission started. Find a cure for the virus. Send it to the space station. Save humanity.
Gotta find the coronavirus here.
Mission updated. Go into Underdust. Find Noah.
See, this is kind of different from your standard survival because there is like an objective to accomplish, you know? Because I played Conan Exiles for a bit when it went free on PlayStation last year, and I actually managed to build quite a sizable base by the Lake of the Fellowship. You'll know where that is if you watched As X-Ray Girl Shad stream a couple of years ago. But yeah, it was getting to the point where I'd have to venture further afield and have a party with me so I could get the resources I want to build what I wanted. But yeah, that looks pretty fun, I have to say.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because like everything is, it looks like everything is just like farmable up top, but then you go down below and it's like, a Silent Hill style game all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But
that's what another thing I would like about it as well is having like a change of pace as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably be down with that. I like playing Rust every so often until they destroy my high quality metal freaking shacking in like an hour, but
Phantom, you want to drop a link to the Discord? McHawk needs an invitation.
What?
See, it's $20 till next month, so I might buy it. Yeah, I might buy it at the end of the month.
Yeah, it's coming up pretty soon. Yeah, I was wrong. It's not 4 players; it's 3 total.
It says it supports up to 4 on PlayStation.
Oh, really? Because in the video, it was talking about 3
of your friends, which is
3 of your friends.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is not good marketing, but
yeah, usually 4-player co-op is the buzzword you're supposed to drop.
Yeah.
And then I haven't had a chance to watch the entire video because it's so long. But have you guys watched the Death Stranding 2 video?
Oh, I meant to, but it was 10 minutes long, so I've just I put it aside because I was going to watch it properly.
Do you guys remember the Death Stranding 1 video that dropped before the game came out, like a full year, and it was like, Rita's carrying around that baby, and people were all like, "Oh my gosh, what is it about?"
The fetus fever dream.
Yeah. And then the game came out, and everyone's like, "It's a UPS simulator."
I mean, they're not wrong. I watched American Ninja play that shit. He was just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with occasional crazy story moments happening, but that was it.
It didn't look bad though. That's the thing.
No, it looked like a very well made game.
Yeah.
And in terms of the acting and all that kind of stuff, it looked really good, but it's just not my kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I see high concept and I go, okay, is it though? Is it really? Are you just being a bit pretentious?
Yeah, he's Kojima's pretty desperate to or not. I wouldn't say desperate. He has an artistic mind that just wants to be unique from everything else, and I appreciate that, to be honest, because we can't just keep.
Yeah, and I understand what Hayden's saying. Like, I know people that have played Death Stranding where they'll shut off their phone. They'll maybe put some music on in the background, and then they'll just zone in for like 5 hours while they go deliver some packages.
Tomby, what's up?
Tomby. Hey, brother.
Yeah, severely autistic. Speaking of autistic, I revamped the power for the
Sophie.
Satisfactory server, so now we can build our tower. We're
Nice.
Oh yeah.
yeah, Nerd Slap and I are scheming to retool the entire factory into something more manageable and like a giant tower. So
We need more workers. So if you have the game, join the server.
yeah, it is a dedicated server running on my home theater PC, and it runs flawlessly. So
And it's a fun game.
It
it's
is very
really
fun.
fun.
can
I went to bed.
You can drive the Cybertruck.
I went
Kinda.
to bed at like 4 a.m. last night.
Oof.
Yeah.
I won't mention the time I went to sleep at.
What were you gonna say, Stank?
Do you even sleep, Norman?
What was that? Sorry, what was that?
Were you trying to say something, Stank?
Oh yeah, you said you could drive the Cybertruck, and I said kinda.
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
As long as you don't need to make a left turn, you're totally good.
If you're playing F1 like NASCAR backwards, you probably could drive the Cybertruck. Yeah.
True. But you know, at those speeds, that just makes your car just whip around.
Yeah.
So you guys know we were talking about survival games. One of my favorite ones is Ark Survival.
Yeah.
Not the new one, the original, the OG. Especially in early access with all the bugs that it had.
That's cyber dino hunting, right?
Sort of. I'll actually show you in this video here, because Ark is coming out with a new DLC, but people are shitting on it because they use AI for the entire trailer. So at the very beginning here is actual gameplay from, Ark. So right here, this is how you start off in the game. You wake up and you're like, what's this stone in my hand for? And then you look around and then you immediately get killed by a raptor and you try again. So or more likely a spitter. So here's the AI part.
Ark has brought you 10 years of unforgettable adventure.
It's even AI
All
voice.
Of those journeys, those fights for survival.
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
have been leading to this.
What about that right there at this? It like gets worse. It looks so AI.
It's definitely, yeah, absolutely. But
His body is like morphing.
Yes.
A whole new world is waiting.
oh, he's got wings now. Yeah. Yeah, it can't decide if it wants to be sort of picturesque or highly rendered. I don't get the music either.
I think it's like all AI, to be honest.
That does
just the
sound
whole
like some
thing.
AI music.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the developers of Ark, they've always been under fire for one reason or another, justifiably too. I remember one of the funniest things is Ark was in early access for like 2 or 3 years, and they released a DLC for Ark, and everybody was like, "But you're not even in 1.0 yet. How can you release DLC?" And they're like, here's DLC.
That's like, because most of the time trailers they're made at a house anyway, so this is gotta land on somebody else, right? I don't know many studios that make their own trailers. That's definitely done by like an advertising firm or whatever.
You're probably right. And that advertising firm probably didn't want to dig through, thousands of hours of Ark gameplay to try to replicate something for the new DLC.
It's kind of going back to Amazon. They didn't want to do their job, so they just bitched and moaned about it and got someone else to do their job for them. And this time it's AI.
I mean, if you can just tell your computer to do it and then go play video games and come back and be like, I'll just turn this in.
Uncle Gus asking the important questions.
Let's see here. All right, I'm not gonna go into it, but Snakeman, I want you to read this headline. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here you go.
Death-defying neuroscientist turned OnlyFans model confronts life with memory loss after brutal bike accident caused by... That's a lot to take in all at once, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's... yeah, I suppose.
After being caused by a pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
So a neuroscientist OnlyFans model.
But then
It's
she
memory
decided she didn't
loss.
want to be a scientist, and now is an OnlyFans model.
Right.
She now has memory loss because she was riding her motorcycle and she hit a pigeon and crashed.
Oh my gosh.
All right, it's a motorcycle. Okay. That's
Mhm.
yeah, that makes more
I was
sense.
gonna say she must have been.
Yeah, I dug
Oh,
into
there
it a
we
little
go.
bit. Yeah, there's the bike she was driving.
Totaled.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yep. So
Pigeon caused all that. That's crazy.
I just thought that was one of the wildest headlines I've ever seen. Let's see here. And a little bit of Tobias news. Star Fox veteran reveals love letter game featuring animal space pilots. So this person who is a huge fan of Star Fox is making a Star Fox inspired game, and definitely going to be appealing to furries, right?
I love Star Fox. That is one of my favorite retro games.
Keep your eyes open.
Oh yeah.
If I remember correctly, it's just clouds. It's just a teaser, so. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that Star Fox is a good game, or is it a
I
good game
love
because
Star
you're
Fox.
actually a furry?
No comment.
It's a bit of a layered question there.
Yeah, a little bit layered.
I mean, I never shelled out the money for a furry suit, so I can't answer that for you. I'm afraid.
Afraid I'm gonna have to.
What's it coming out on?
politely
Is it Steam or is it?
I assume it's going to be a PC game because this is like a very, very small development crew of like a
Yeah.
couple of people. Yeah, I don't even think it says.
It makes sense though. Obviously, computer is going to be the easiest thing to release a game on, but if it's easily transferable to like places like the Switch store or Nintendo, there's a chance. But yeah, you always aim for the PC because then you can customize the the graphical fidelity and all that stuff pretty easy. So
Yeah, because that does seem like a game that's ripe for the Nintendo more than anything.
Yeah, but would Nintendo even allow that to be on their platform?
Mm.
Because that might be a Palworld situation. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's that much overlap compared to Palworld with this.
I mean, you got furry foxes flying around in spaceships that look like Battlestar Galactica Vipers.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like Star Fox though. That's the main thing.
No,
It's
Okay.
inspired by, but it's
Don't
it's
disrespect
got its own thing.
Battlestar Galactica with furries. Come on, don't do that.
I wasn't. They chose a good ship. I'm just saying.
Any other ship, just not those.
And it looks more like the Mark I Viper too. So, hey, what's up, Nadia? How are you? Late and Ghey.
Hello.
Let's see here, and I got a funny. So if you guys follow this account called Odd Steam Reviews, this
No.
one's for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Fun fact: it's called Assassin's Creed Mirage because from a distance it looks like a good game.
They're not wrong.
Anakin Skywalker wrote that.
On the Lord's word.
Mirage was such a lazy iteration to the Assassin's Creed franchise. Like it was supposed to be DLC for Valhalla, and then they decided, oh, it's big enough. We could probably charge $40 for this. That's why if you've played Mirage, like all the text and all the graphics and things is all the same shit from Valhalla. They didn't even bother to update it. It's just a lazy cash grab.
Yeah. It's not even a good game to go back to right now when everyone's playing Shadows.
No, it was this sort of new strategy they were trying where they were going to give you like a flavor of each type of Assassin's Creed after they gave us like an everything burger with Valhalla, but I don't think anyone cared about Mirage enough. I think Basim was another big problem. Nobody cared about his character to want to play the game if you did play Valhalla.
I don't know. I've been having the itch to go back and replay the first game.
I would suggest you play AC2. AC1 has not aged well at all.
Really?
It needs a full top-down
Really?
remake. Like in terms of like the graphics, it looks pretty washed out now. The controls are very janky compared to like obviously the newer games. But yeah, I'd probably start with Ezio and go from that if you want to re-experience the old ones with sort of the rose-tinted glasses staying on, you know?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I just like the story. The story probably still holds up. That part of it. Right?
The story holds up, yeah, definitely. Okay. But the game around it is a bit rough for 2025 standards. There was a rumor they were going to do a remake for the 15th anniversary, but then that's when all the Black Flag rumors started. So I think if they do Black Flag and that sells well, they'll probably do a Assassin's Creed 1 for the PS6, next Xbox gen, all that kind of stuff. It's the fan favorite.
Yeah, the first one though, a lot of sentimentality there. It is the story. It was so fresh when I've said it before on here. It was so fresh when it came out. You could write, you're jumping. You know, you're in in like an ancient setting, and it was just so new and like it. I think we get spoiled by like a lot of the newer games, but the first one when it hit was something completely new, and it was completely unheard of before. And it was just after playing so many of other games that were kind of like they were like that, but they weren't as inventive. It was. I remember having so much fun with that. I think I 100%ed it. I loved it.
Yeah, I remember trying to chase achievements on there too, because that was Xbox 360 days, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I think it came out in the PS2 as well, but it was mainly the Xbox 360 generation.
Because I'm pretty sure I played it on 360, and I love chasing achievements on when I
Beardo just rated.
Yo, Beardo.
Yeah.
Beardo rated.
I was Split Fiction.
Nice.
2 now.
Beardo.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Real quick, just realized we had this one. Suns and Shadows for $5. An Eternal Darkness game like that. Your camera disconnected. A little crazy shit like that. Is he referring to that game where you hide from the webcam?
The webcam,
maybe?
yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks interesting, but I don't know. That game also looks like it's kind of rough around the edges too. So we'll have to see if it's a good indie game or not.
We got Swag Cuddy in here. Legend of the Fear of the Beardo chat.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining.
You have to go from one beard to the other. Well, you got two actually. You got me and Norman Conquest.
Yeah, bringing the beard.
That's right.
All right, we have this story from Smash JT actually. So we keep talking about how people are complaining that the Unreal Engine is making characters look masculine, especially when they're doing, ports and bringing in existing assets and bringing them in and stuff like that too. But Smash covers this, and basically there's a developer that came out, didn't want to be named, and is basically saying that all of the base character models in the engine, like the existing assets that you can like start from, make every single character look extremely androgynous and has that wide jaw.
Well, that's the thing I was going to say, because I think Unreal Engine for this past generation has largely made game developers pretty lazy, because that's what this is. You get a character creator, you can sort of model them however you want, and then when you're building the worlds, you get all these assets just given to you. You don't have to make anything yourself, and you just place it out in the land. You could decide like how many times it repeats and how many times it shows up across the landscape and things like that. Like if we're talking like a forest or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't help that DEI is literally in the terms and conditions for you to follow. You have to be diverse and equitable and all that bull crap.
and I think it was Unreal Engine that was trying to push like certain terms to be banned. Like you can't say whitelist and blacklist and stuff like that. You know, like actual like technical terms. Like
that
you
shit was
can't
ridiculous.
say you can't say that you're going to put a hard drive into slave mode or master mode. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Well,
stuff
that
like
shows up
that.
in design a lot. You have your master, you have your master template, and then you have all of your children or slave template. It's just like that's not what it means. It's just it's ugh.
Yes, they are. And John Ambler gifted 5
John!
memberships, dude.
Huh.
Thank you.
What's up,
Hell
bro?
yeah, thank you, John.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate
Using the
you, man.
old school Punisher logo.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Long
Which
may it
I-
rain.
I feel like the TV show is going to change up. We'll see.
Yep.
I don't know. I heard
What's up,
Gary
McDuck?
say that one line. He said, like Daredevil was like, he's a victim, and the Punisher goes, victim. I don't use that pussy word.
I never used that pussy word my whole life.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I like that.
Oh yeah,
Here's
that
where it
that
goes.
was my pretty much my only praise for last night's episode is Bernthal's scene was a 10 out of fucking 10. He hasn't lost a beat since he stopped playing the Punisher a few years ago. He's just epic at it. He really is.
I liked it. Don't get me wrong. It was the best part of the episode. I just think that, like, I don't know, if you want John Bernthal, you can always go back to the previous 4 seasons, you know.
2, but yeah. And then
Or,
you
I'm
get
sorry,
you get
2.
and then you get him in
there was
Daredevil season
crossover.
2 as well. But yeah, I literally just finished watching the Punisher 1 and 2 before episode 4 came out. So I had a direct comparison as to how Frank's character is, and I swear it's the exact same from Punisher season 1 and 2.
Right. I just think that they're relying a bit too much on member berries, and a lot of people are blinded by it, which is fine, but it's not great for like rewatchability because, I mean, you're rewatching Daredevil right now and it's amazing, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think that this will feel the same way, you know.
No,
like 9
no
years
way.
from
I'm
now.
not putting this on the same pedestal as Netflix
Yeah.
Daredevil. Not by a long shot. No. And like you say, we got nothing out of it. And I was scrolling X after we finished watching it last night. And the
I
only
never
thing
said nothing.
No, I was just saying on X. Like all I was seeing was people making fucking memes now. Like there was like an official MCU show card that said Fiddle Faddle. You know the popcorn the guy stole from the bodega or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another gif of Wilson Fisk standing up and clapping for the kids, like sped up and shit in 4K and whatever. And it's like, that's what the internet wants out of Daredevil, just memes.
Right. But I don't know, like I was rolling my eyes. In fact, I think they fell out of my head at one point with that person that stole the cereal from the store.
I know, it's so ridiculous.
Dude, that was painful to get through.
So what's going to happen if I spend a week in jail? I'm going to miss my meetings and I'm going to lose my support money. And like none of his rant was around getting a fucking job. None of it.
Nope. He had no remorse. He was a complete ass bag. I guess like the best possible light you could look at it in that episode is it was meant to make Daredevil be like, what am I even doing with my life? And like basically embarrass him at his job into becoming Daredevil again because he can do more with that job.
Yep.
Right? That's the only it's the only way you can interpret it in a good way.
Stretching that one out, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember if Chris Gore said episode 5 or 6 for Daredevil in the suit, but I think it just needs to be next episode.
I don't know. That's what people keep saying. They're like, "Oh, this next episode is gonna be great. Watch." And then you watch it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, it was a great setup episode for the next one, right?" And you're just
I'm
like,
not
"Come
saying-
on, dude,
I'm
when
not-
are we fucking getting there?"
I'm not claiming that the episode's going to be great. I'm just saying that we need Daredevil in our Daredevil show.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll say this: I'm getting real tired of the therapy between Fisk and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's most of the episodes.
Dude, I was staring at the screen, and then like they were like all of a sudden wrapping it up, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. What did they say?" I completely checked out. My ADD took over.
Like, I feel like that whole little section of the show, they could have just summarized it in like 10 minutes, but
It was
they,
so
they
boring.
needed filler.
Yeah.
Well, I think because remember what obviously the show got split up from what it was before, so I think what we're seeing is the before. So
That
we'll have
could
to
be.
wait and see what the after's like.
Norman, did you want to present that Assassin's Creed Shadows story?
Yeah, totally. I think Mo, you gotta pop off right to the next
Yep,
stream.
yep. Got to get ready
Oh,
for the next stream,
nice.
but always a pleasure. But everybody have a good one, and hopefully we get to do some repos soon. I'm feeling it
Yes.
in my bones. So,
Absolutely.
Cool.
We'll set
Make
something up.
sure someone sends the link to Nerd Wars.
absolutely, we got them. So,
Oh,
all
and
right,
Mo,
guys,
check
How's it going,
me
brother?
more after you get off of this call.
check what?
Check me more.
Oh, I already saw a little bit of it. Yeah, okay. I'll take my time on that. But all right, guys, I'll see you later.
All
Have a
right,
good
later,
one.
Mo.
I'm just checking me more myself. Let's have a look.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh, lovely. We'll pull that up at the end of the show. So we've been hearing a lot in the past sort of week or so about Ubisoft. They're going to be swinging the hammer if anyone comes against their devs for any anti-Ubisoft tirades, which are probably going to happen on a heel versus babyface stream tomorrow. And it turns out that there may be something else happening on the Japanese side of things. I imagine there might be a lawsuit that comes out of this. So Japan's government worried about imitation attacks based on Assassin's Creed Shadows. And we get down to here from a quote from a Lib Dem party member, Hiroyuki Kata. He explained, I'd like to ask about the Assassin's Creed issue. In the game, the samurai protagonist smashes drums, sacred mirrors, and altars inside the worship hall of a shrine that appears to be under its real name. He slashes at people who appear to be priests, shoots arrows, and engages in other violent mayhem. When I asked the chief priest, the real-life one, he said that the game company had not contacted the shrine to ask for permission to use the name. He says it is absolutely unacceptable to graffiti. And then in a response, the Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru said it's absolutely unacceptable to graffiti a shrine. It is nothing but an insult to the country. It's natural to have respect for the culture and religion of a country. And I think it's important to send out the message that we will not tolerate any behavior that does not respect the culture and religion of a country and will not tolerate it. So it seems like if this shit doesn't get patched out, and it gets a lot flack online, I think Japan might actually take some action on this, for falsely depicting Japanese culture and how people would treat those kind of areas,
Now, do you think that Assassin's Creed Shadows should put that patch in there to where it makes everything in the shrine invulnerable to where you can't mess it up?
I would say so, yeah, because they've literally been asked. I mean, the whole community, the whole world has been asking Ubisoft to make this game since Ezio Auditore was born. And they've wanted it done in a good, respectful way that showcases Japan with the Assassin's Creed veil over it, Assassins, they don't go around destroying things and, killing priests and whatever else. They have their targets, they have their mission, and that's what they do. They keep the peace from the underworld. They don't go around desecrating shrines.
It's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you can look at it as like a form of censorship, but really, it is, but it's to respect the
Exactly.
culture. So
if you're going to make a game in Japan, do it right. There isn't a single shrine in Ghost of Tsushima that I can destroy. I can go in and go up to all of them. You can pray at them or whatever you do in Japan. There's tons of fox shrines, and then when you go to the actual temples as well, there's tons of stuff there that could have been easily destructible, but they don't do it because that would be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think, Stank Man? Do you reserve the right to go in there as a black man and just destroy Japanese culture?
Never. I mean, looking back on Assassin's Creed, they always kind of made it a point to be somewhat historically accurate. And I mean, that doesn't sound very historically accurate. Like, I mean, yeah, when I played Odyssey. That was like the first thing that came to my mind, was that like the newer games tend to kind of stray away from that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with like historical accuracy, you got to remember in the second game, you literally fight a magical space wizard dressed as the Pope. So it's kind of like there is a balance to it, you know, where they bring in the fanciful.
Now, my question is though, if they did that and made it where you can't destroy anything in the temples, right? Wouldn't that be like suppressing his culture though?
That
you know,
it does bring up a question of like freedom of expression. That is true. Yeah.
He's not able to express his culture, but they can express theirs. I'm just saying it doesn't seem very fair to him.
I mean, it's a good point, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's not respectful.
Yeah.
Hayden says, if Yasuke directed a shrine at that time, he would likely have been executed, so I feel it shouldn't be an option. Or an overwhelming force shows up and it's an unwinnable battle. Yes, simply put, like if you destroyed a shrine, it would absolutely be considered, you know, heresy, treason, whatever you want to say.
What kind of shrine is it?
I can't remember, but it was a shrine to sort of like I'm not sure if it's Buddhism or if it's like a sect in Japan, because obviously they were talking to the chief priests and all that kind of stuff. They didn't get permission to use it, so it seems like this shrine still exists to this day.
Here we go. The Shinto shrine.
The Shinto
thank
shrine.
you,
Thank
Hayden.
you, Hayden.
Yeah, simply put, we're just not going to laugh at it. It's like it is terrorism. That's what it is.
It's like going to a Tesla dealership and lighting all the Cybertrucks on fire, right?
Yeah.
All praise to the Musk Pope.
And speaking of losses, really quick. So we had GraphWeb tell us about canceled Disney Plus. Well, the alternative to that is, something that Carl Lundstrom made in 2003. But he was on an airplane over Slovakia and it went down and crashed. Bad weather delayed recovery efforts. So it does sound like there was maybe some weather involved.
And it should be noticed that was Slovenia, not Slovakia.
Did I say Slovakia? I meant Slovenia. Sorry.
One's here, one's up a bit.
Yeah, this website is still kicking. There are better ones out there, but this one is iconic. So.
Oh yeah, it's like the OG. Like I remember hearing about this before I was even pirating myself. Not that I do.
When did this happen? Let's see here. I just saw it on a different screen. One sec.
It's like last week or something. Started late last week, I think.
I think it was March 10th. Yeah. Yep. Swedish businessman and political activist, according to Wikipedia. Wikipedia has a way of making people sound worse than they really are if you don't like them. So,
I mean,
take that with a grain of salt.
If anyone was going to be out for this guy, they would have done it years ago. So, I think.
I mean, they tried to. He had all kinds of lawsuits. He was set to go to jail for a while, but I think he wiggled his way out of it with like a ton of appeals. But yeah, he had his life totally turned upside down because he made the Pirate Bay.
Do you know if it was a commercial or private flight?
I'm
looking up now, but I was just asking.
Let me look in the news tab real quick.
I don't know if anybody said it, but it was.
Oh, it says he was piloting it.
Oh,
the 64-year-old Lundstrom was flying solo when the small aircraft was piloting crashed into a wooden cabin on the Velika Palina mountain. So yeah,
wow,
that's crazy.
So anything could happen, I guess.
Yeah, so it was probably like a prop plane or something.
Yeah, seems like
no you hoodie. Got him.
You.
Oh.
We should probably start rolling outros because I'll have to go over to Leighton Ghey here in a few minutes.
It's about that time.
Norman, got anything coming up?
Yes, in about 40 minutes, I'm going to be going live with Assassin's Creed Shadows over on my YouTube and Kicks. That should be a lot of fun. Other than that, have fun in the GCA.
Awesome. I expect a rating out of 10 within 30 minutes of you starting to play the game.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
You can always stream snipe.
I'll keep track and I'll let you know if he does it.
And just know that you buying this game, Ubisoft appreciates you. And you are helping them stay afloat for a few extra minutes. So.
Maybe poking a few holes in the ship as I go down. You never know.
And they promise to give you more content, just like those clips we saw.
Yep.
Get plenty of.
And just so everyone has the record, this was the plane he was flying. So, yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Little Harrison Ford one there.
Yep. Yeah, Harrison Ford has like crashed planes like 2 or 3 times, right?
At least 3. Yeah.
At least 3. Yeah, it's funny. And he has like a whole like Rolex aviation watch model after him or something like that too.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there was the one on the golf course, and then there was one that happened just before he started filming Indy 5, I think.
Yeah.
As well. And then I'm sure there was one that predates those other 2, but I can't remember what it was. But it's definitely been at least 3.
Snake Man, you gonna be flying any Cessnas anytime soon?
Hopefully not. I like my feet planted on nice hard ground. But yeah, no, I'll be on let's see. I'm on here Mondays and Wednesdays. And I do my Tarkov streams on Tuesdays. I might be doing a Hell Let Loose stream tomorrow, and I might be starting my FL Studio streams on Friday. So
awesome. Hell Let Loose is a fun but difficult game.
It took me, I would say, like the better part of like maybe 10 hours to kind of get the gist. But the best thing to do is join the new player friendly servers and just talk to people. The community is pretty cool with the exception of some, but they get into the role play and everything. Like it's actually a really fun game to play. It kind of reminds me of it tickles the same like feeling that Battlefield did. I was a big Battlefield 1 fan for a while, so yeah, I like it a lot.
Let's see here. There's a game that, what was it called? I'll come back to it. Nerd Slap, how are you doing?
Doing good. Other than this, I'm streaming over on Kick every so often whenever I have time. It sounds like this Sunday we're going to be talking about some of the JFK files, so that's going to be fun.
Yes.
We're going to have a special guest on, so looking forward to that. But other than that, just occasionally uploading some stuff to my gaming YouTube channel and then streaming on Kick. So looking forward to Leighton Ghey and especially looking forward to Secret Memer. So
I've had a lot of submissions tonight. I need to make a lot of tabs here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Snake Man, War of Rights. There's role play servers for that.
Yeah, that's an amazing game. I've never gotten into it, but YouTube community like War of Rights stuff, it's so good. It's super good.
Yeah, and some people take it a little bit too seriously, but yeah, it's a funny ass game.
And it looks like AC Shadows is booted up with no updates, so I'll be going live on time, it seems.
Nice.
Sweet. Can't wait
Have you ever heard of a... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Stingman.
Have you ever heard of a Foxhole?
Foxhole? No.
Yeah. So it's a top-down war game where everything that you use, drive, shoot, everything is made by the players. It's a real-time game. Yeah.
I tried playing it and I'm like, dude, I'm using way too much brain power. I'm not having fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a lot to take in. My buddy's still teaching me it. I've only played like 2 or 3 times, but
yeah. No, I really like the idea. Foxhole is a massively multiplayer game where thousands of players shape the outcome of a persistent online war. So there's always like a huge war going on and the front line's constantly changing. Every individual soldier is a player that contributes to the war effort through logistics, base building, reconnaissance, combat, and more. So like, if you don't want to be the guy shooting stuff, you can like make ammo and bring it to the front line for people and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, people treat it like their job. They go into the logistics of it, and they'll contact people, be like, "What do we need on the front line? Where are you at?" And it's people spend like the better part of hours building like a couple vehicles, and then they'll drive them straight to the front line, and then 5 seconds later they're blown up. So yeah, it's a good game though. It's really cool.
So you just described a lot of games. You work hours and hours for a thing, and then it breaks immediately.
Yeah, you should see me on Tarkov sometime. It's stupid.
But yeah, everybody, the redirect is set up for Leighton Ghey for when the stream ends. But if you want to hop over there early, I'm sure Naganal or Phantom will drop the link. And I will see everybody over there later.
See ya, everybody.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
I can't see! I can't see! Of course you can't fucking see. I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes.
Hey, the trunk looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live. I'm on live TV. Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Hell, I know a dead hooker when I see one.